Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. How are my XR people doing out there? I'm going to continue along with this narrative, which is something that I firmly believe, and there's just more evidence, seems like literally every day. And I'm going to highlight this because I'll tell you what, Wall Street is about to become Whale Street, my friends. Here's a headline from the Daily Hodl. Wall Street bigwigs have only begun pouring money into Bitcoin, says J.P. Morgan, which stems from this piece as a Bloomberg piece titled, The Wealthy Are Jumping into Bitcoin as Stigma Around Crypto Fades. Oh, by the way, before I forget, shout out to James Roll XRP, my fellow XRP YouTuber, for sending that piece my way. I do appreciate it, my friend. And indeed, the stigma is going away. So while all of your friends and family that just jumped in with the rest of the lemmings at the end of 2017 and then sold the top and then said crypto is dead, while all of them were behaving in such a fashion, you know what was actually happening? Real world adoption, and the smart money, the rich people around the planet were like, how about this? They looked into it even further because there was more attention brought to them as well. And many of them researched it and found out, holy hell, there's actually something to this. And that's how you get major entities investing in massive ways. And it's been really exciting, which is great because I'll tell you what, before all of this, an exciting day for me would be like, I've got a sandwich and I put a few potato chips on the sandwich to get a little bit of crunch with each bite. But now I've got this, and this is even more exciting than that. It's so cool. Before we go any further, if you would please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, delicately tap the like button on this video. I would appreciate it. And also, if you are a fan of putting potato chips on a sandwich for a little extra flair, see what I did there? Airdrop? No? Go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because why the hell not? Take my free content, damn it. All right, into this first piece from the Daily Hodl. A team of J.P. Morgan analysts is confident that an additional influx of institutional money is primed to flow into Bitcoin. And to be clear, because I know there are always new people come to the space, I want to be clear. The reason this matters for us XRP holders is XRP absolutely, in a general sense, follows the price action of Bitcoin. Not down to the second, the minute, the day, the week, the month, the quarter, necessarily. It can trade sideways for a long time, but if you zoom out enough, you will see that the whole market moves in tandem, and XRP is part of that market. And so this is crucial. So even if, in the short term, the vast majority of the money that we're talking about here from an institutional perspective is flowing into Bitcoin, this will bring attention to XRP and every other altcoin, and the large cap coins, holy hell, they stand to benefit in a much more substantial way, I believe, than Bitcoin, because there's less money in it. So what does that mean? Well, think about how much money would have to flow into Bitcoin to get it to double its market cap. Well, a lot, because its market cap, I say a lot, it's relative to other large cap coins. So its market cap is over 300 billion, and XRP's market cap, whatever it is today, 25 billion, whatever it is. So how much money would have to flow into XRP to get it to? Well, not much. And given that there's almost no humans on the planet participating in this asset class, I'm telling you, as more money flows in, things are going to get absurd, like beyond what we saw in 2017. There is almost no money in this asset class, but we can see the writing on the wall. The big money is indeed coming. And that's why I believe that XRP is going to be worth substantially more than it is today. I believe that will blast through the all-time high at some point. And even if it is firm resistance for a while, at some point you're going to break through it, and then XRP will enter price discovery. And if you consider that XRP got up to damn near $4 on speculation alone, and that was with not that many humans participating. There weren't that many humans, guys. It's like substantially less than 1% of humans on the planet even know what XRP is, much less hold it. So it's like, to me, it could not be more clear. And so that's why, for those cryptocurrencies that solve a problem, that represents utility and value, which means that they're going to be along for as long as they're solving a problem, as long as there's that utility. And so they deserve to have in perpetuity an open market price. And it's just going to go up as more people discover it. That's what I believe. And look, I don't have a financial background of any kind. I'm not offering financial advice, so don't buy or sell because of anything I say, all right? I'm just having fun running this channel and sharing my everyday Joe Schmo opinions, which I do firmly believe, but I just want to make sure that nobody's thinking I'm someone or something that I'm not. I'm just a dude on the internet. But anyway, the team here, led by Nick. I can't wait to try and say this name. Well, if you're looking at your screen, this is going to be a good one. The team led by Nicholas Panagurtuglu. Nailed it, says the wealthy are withdrawing gold investments as Bitcoin continues to attract institutional support. According to the team, Bitcoin currently holds 0.18% of family office assets, whereas gold exchange traded funds hold 3.3% of the assets of the same group. If the noted shift continues to occur between gold and Bitcoin, the number of cryptocurrency could be set to receive billions of dollars worth of investments. The data suggests that adoption of Bitcoin by institutional investors has only just begun. Exactly. And so consider all of this. And this is what makes it even more exciting. So fine, right now we're in this nascent stage of the asset class where, yes, admittedly, XRP is coupled to Bitcoin just like every other altcoin, so it's following. But eventually, I firmly believe these assets will decouple from Bitcoin. And what you're going to see is that those coins that have utility, like XRP specifically, they can really take off, because consider this as well. In addition to the fact that people are using XRP as a store of value and a speculative instrument, which they'll continue to do, and fair enough, I don't think that's going to go away, nor do I want it to. But understand that as on-demand liquidity is rolled out and XRP is increasingly used as a bridge currency, market makers must hold XRP to make that happen. And they make money on the buying and selling of transactions, so they're actually not as concerned, in the short term anyway, about the price action of XRP. You know, actually, those people don't mind a stable XRP, which is not going to happen anytime freaking soon. But that's outside the realm of this conversation. I don't want to digress too much. I'm just saying that as markets open, you're going to have an increased number of liquidity pools, and those are the market makers that have to hold XRP. And if XRP is in a meaningful way going to become the new form of settlement for global transactions, that means a lot of XRP is going to need to be held. And that means that it can't be traded. If it's being held by in these pools of liquidity, whether cryptocurrency exchanges are, whatever, if it's held specifically for that, that's outside of what the retail speculators are doing. So you can see how that would have an effect of making it appear as though there's less XRP available on the market. And also on top of that, at any given moment, what is it, like 5% of XRP that exists? Is it even that? I don't remember the current numbers, but it's like a few percentage points of XRP in existence that is available for purchase at any given moment. So much of it is just being held by long-term holders anyway. But anyway, piece continues. Meanwhile, digital asset investment firm Galaxy Digital is highlighting that Bitcoin is now an asset that's recognized at the institutional level. In the Galaxy Fund's November newsletter, the firm names the institutional players who have bought into Bitcoin's story, such as Wall Street legend Bill Miller, notable macro investors Stanley Druckenmiller, BlackRock's CIO Rick Reeder, and hedge fund manager Ray Dalio. Says Galaxy. By the way, if you're new to the space, you might not realize this. Those are like massive people in the world of legacy finance. These are huge names, and they're in they're into crypto now. Effectively, okay. So Ray Dalio, he started loosening his strict no stance on Bitcoin. I think that's a little bit more fair, like stated like that for him. But others are like, yeah. This is clearly like new digital gold. Call it what you will. No matter what you think of it, it's clearly here to stay. And people have spoken. Cryptocurrency, this asset class, it's not going away. Now, says Galaxy on the wave of institutional support, quote, "This past November should be remembered as a time when Bitcoin became about the investor. As our CEO Mike Novogratz indicated, the herd is coming. And now it seems the first members of that herd are beginning to arrive." By the way, I really like that quote, "the herd is coming." I remember hearing Mike Novogratz say that in 2017. I saw videos of him shortly after I entered the world of crypto, and he said the herd is coming. And he didn't really slap a timeline on it, but to him, he could just see that it was inevitable. And now, in 2020, the last part of 2020, more than ever before, what he said about the herd coming it's clearly true. I don't think any rational person is going to dispute that. But up until this point, it has been disputed by many, especially naysayers in the world of legacy finance, and they were just wrong. And to me, this was clear to see, because if an asset offers true utility, then it deserves to be here in perpetuity. And we can argue about what the winners are going to be in the crypto asset class. But there are things that you can do technologically and you can have business models that otherwise couldn't exist without these decentralized cryptocurrencies that have open market prices. So they deserve to be here indefinitely, right? And so the market still has to hash stuff out. I know we don't need over 7,000 of them, and I admit maybe I'm wrong about XRP and maybe it goes to zero, but I sure as hell don't think so, because it offers real-world utility, and I'm seeing real-world adoption as time passes. So to me, it's the coolest thing ever. Much more exciting than potato chips on a sandwich. And that's still exciting. I'm not saying don't do that. Like, add a little zest to your life, girl. It's going to be okay. Now take a look at this piece. I wanted to highlight part of this. This is from Crypto Newsflash. JP Morgan, Bitcoin adoption by institutional investors has just begun. And it's on the same topic, but I wanted to cover this part down here. Yes. Researcher Tur de Meester, I don't know if that's how you say his name. I've been wondering. Tur de Meester, maybe that's it. That's probably it. I think I got it right the second time. But anyway, he has referred to the purchase of $100 million in Bitcoin from the insurance giant Mass Mutual, which I reported on the other day. But check this out. This is a cool calculation. According to him, this announcement could have a similar domino effect to that of MicroStrategy. And so this is a massive insurance company investing $100 million into Bitcoin. Like, again, guys, writing is on the wall. This is happening, and you're here, you're holding XRP before all of this coming in, before the supply and demand dynamics really kick in here. At least I'm assuming you're holding it because it's an XRP-centric channel. I mean, we get the occasional Bitcoin maxi troll, but whatever. They can stick around, too. I don't care. As long as they don't get too noisy. Sometimes I hear them in the background, it's like, and that's what they sound like. It's just a bunch of murmur, Bitcoin, and then it starts to smell like sadness and room temperature cottage cheese. That's how you know they're around. But anyway, here's the quote from Tur de back of the napkin. If the entire life insurance sector were to allocate just 0.1% of its assets to Bitcoin at current prices, they would be in the market to buy 251,400 Bitcoin for $4.5 billion, or 1.35% of circulating supply. Let me break down just how significant that is. So they said just 0.1% of assets. The life insurance sector, if they invested just 0.1, that's 1/10 of 1% into Bitcoin. You're talking about the purchase of 251,400 Bitcoin. Now, he said here, 1.35% of circulating supply, and that's accurate. Because understand that circulating supply just means that it's a cryptocurrency. If it's considered to be in circulating supply, that means that it's been released from its issuer. In this case, for Bitcoin, it would be miners. But consider this. So that's why it's only 1.35%. But in terms of what's available, it's actually substantially more. I put out a video just the other day, and it highlighted the fact that in terms of available Bitcoin on the market, oh my gosh, the estimate was 1.8 million Bitcoin. Now, consider max supply of Bitcoin, 21 million, 18.5 million roughly has been mined to this point, about 4 million has been lost. And then they broke down this article, which I covered, broke down how basically the rest is being held by long-term investors, so everybody else is fighting for the scraps, which is 1.8 million Bitcoin. And we're saying here, if 0.1% of the life insurance sector buys in, just 0.1%, then you're talking about 251,400 Bitcoin. That's more than 1/8 of the scraps that are left that people are fighting for. And I'm trying to help you guys understand just how scarce this is, and just how scarce 21 million sounds like a lot, right? But I'm trying to help you understand how scarce it actually is. 100 billion XRP, that sounds like a lot, but I'm trying to help you understand how scarce it is, because XRP already ran up to almost $4 in early 2018 with barely any humans purchasing it. And without real-world utility having really kicked in, where do you think this is really actually going to go? That's not a rhetorical question. Tell me in the comment section below. But I should wrap up there. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!